TED Talks, The TED Guide to Public Speaking. This is the book I had to read when I prepared for my TED Talk at TEDx Metropolitan University in Budapest in 2017. You might realize this is the Hungarian version of the book. This is what I read. And it is number 4 on my list. Now I gotta admit, this is not among my favorite ones, because the structure is not as clear to follow, and I'm not the biggest fan of its style. It has too much focus on the negatives for my taste, lots of bad examples, and talking about all the ways how you can mess things up. I much more prefer to focus on the positive. But there's good content in it as well, and it's the official guide. There's 21 chapters in it, around 5 themes. And perhaps the most interesting for me is about scripting. Whether you should memorize your speech or not, this question comes up all the time. Pros and cons for each. For example, if you memorize it, it'll be easier to manage time, but it will be harder to stay natural and sound natural, and the other way around for the other option. There are other topics too that you can read about. For example, how to dress, how to mentally prepare, and what should be your guiding principle when you create a TED or a TED-like talk. I mostly recommend it for you if you're really interested in TED Talks and want to know how to prepare for one. If you're interested in public speaking in general, maybe one of the books that I already mentioned. Or if you're interested in TED but want more depth, then Talk Like TED, which is incidentally coming up next. Stay tuned.